Thank you. I want to thank everyone who called in to join us both in this meeting along with the multiple budget hearings and input sessions that we've had throughout the duration of our budget deliberation process. I believe we've arrived at a really good budget. There is no budget you will ever do that will necessarily please everyone or be absolutely perfect, but this is my third budget as a part of being a member of this board, and I can say definitively this is the best budget I've been a part of, and I'm incredibly proud of the work that has been done, the direction our county is going, and the investments that we're making. It was just 175 days ago today we ushered in a truly historic change here at the board with 3 new supervisors, all coming in at once, joining Supervisor Desmond and myself. But at that same time, we did a lot more as a board where we outlined our framework for the future. We set a new direction for our county government. We talked about things related to equity, tackling environmental justice and racial justice, investing in public health, addressing the disparities and inequities that COVID has shown us so clearly, a renewed focus around tackling issues of climate change, investing in sustainability and conservation, a historic approach to really funding issues of behavioral health, mental health, drug treatment, homeless, refugees, immigrants, and we've done a considerable amount of work just in the last 175 days to really transform our county. But the single most important step we take will be the one we take today, which is the adoption of our budget. As was noted by one of the callers, budgets are a reflection of values. And I believe that this county budget reflects the values of San Diego County and reflects the values of this board. A budget, again, that is consistent with the direction we outlined when we talked about our framework for our future. It is community-focused. It has been community-developed. We've sought rigorous input and feedback, and I think puts us on a path to build back better as we come out of the COVID-19 pandemic. I want to highlight a couple things in here that I think are very important. That is the work around the Office of Immigrant and Refugee Affairs, a part of this budget. I appreciate Vice Chair Vargas and all of her work on that, along with the Office of Environmental Justice, which she spearheaded, and other efforts. I want to thank and recognize Supervisor Lawson-Remer's efforts around sustainability and free phone calls for those incarcerated, so many of the environmental issues and other important components of this budget that are here, along with my other colleagues and the things that they've prioritized and outlined that are important to them and their district. I want to say a special thank you to Sheriff Gore for the work around the situation in our jails. I believe that we need to invest more in providing the mental health and drug treatment services there, and we have a pretty significant investment there, and the goal and intention and purpose is to lower the number of people in our jails. We do that on the front end by trying to provide appropriate diversions, but for individuals who do come, we don't want you to come back. And so a part of that is how can we help get you on a good treatment program, on a good medication program? How can we help connect you to services that are outgoing? I want to thank our district attorney for the efforts in this budget around workplace justice. I think those are vitally important. If somebody steals from their employer, they will face the full force of the law. If an employer steals from their employee, it ought not be any different. And I think that is important. And I also am grateful to see the Office of Labor Standards and Enforcement as a part of this budget. I think that that is a really important part of what we're doing. In the realm of juvenile justice, having phases 2 and 3 of our juvenile justice transition campus expedited, we can't wait. We need that campus done now. Those youth and those children need the opportunity to have a fulfilled life there, and I think that is great. And there's so many other incredible things. Our regional behavioral health hub, not just the one in Hillcrest, but the entire network of behavioral health hubs throughout our campus, throughout our county, that are included in here. Our mobile crisis response teams, ongoing funding for those. We know that that is a vital component of our efforts around both mental health and homelessness. And of course, the creation of the Department of Homeless Solutions and Equitable Communities, a central and focus, not just in downtown San Diego, but throughout our county. We hear from every single supervisor up here about challenges and issues their communities face around homelessness, and I think this is important. Part of our investment in youth are new social workers dedicated to support all school-age children with dedicated education components and programs we're doing there, doula pilot programs, new recreational opportunities. There is a whole lot to like in this budget, and so I just want to thank everyone for their work, from the community members who showed up at hearings, to the representatives of communities who speak so passionately for their communities and what they need. We hear you, and we appreciate you, and I'm just pleased to see us arrive at that point.